Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Sunday is when you're seeing this, and happy brand new week of mid-May. Mid-May. I feel like I'm gonna blink and May is gonna be over. We have so many things going on. The school year is wrapping up, so there's a lot of events for that. There's a lot of possible things in the air in terms of where we're going to live in the following months. There's some job opportunities that we're going to see how they go. We don't know yet. But we're planning from May 15th through the 21st, and we'll see how this week goes. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be like the end of May in just like no time. So I'm filming this on the Friday before, so it's May 12th. So it feels like still early May, but yeah, it's a whirlwind. Yeah, and also literally an hour ago, I found out I think my mom's going to be spending the weekend with us. She lives in town, so her plumbing is, we think her main concrete out to the street has collapsed or something. She's had some plumbing troubles in the past, so this is not like out of the blue, but yeah, she can't use her plumbing right now. So possibly in the middle of this recording, I might hear her come in and take a pause. Yeah, happy Mother's Day for that, right? This is posting on Mother's Day, but I think we're going to be spending a lot of close time with her on Mother's Day. What else? So because of that, because of kind of running around, I have not done this part yet, but I have made progress on some things, and I'm kind of excited to talk about those, mainly personal. Yeah, and I had picked some navies, although I think I see now that these navies are just slightly off. I don't know if you can notice that this one's a little bit more saturated. This one's a little bit more gray. But I picked these last week, and I kind of want to go with them. We're having a heat wave here in the Seattle area this weekend, and this whole week is going to be warm. So sometimes when that happens, whenever we have a heat wave like in the 90s, upper 90s to 100, we don't have air conditioning here because although more and more houses are getting it in the area because we are having some hot heat waves here, we don't yet. And I love to put on Nemo whenever it's really hot. Being underwater, kind of imagining that cool water is what helps me. So I'm just going to go with the blue. And I think, though, I'm also going to, I actually pulled out my summer stickers, and I haven't really been able to use much spring. I had been planning to use some more of these, but I feel like this week I might use this sticker here. So it's not Hello Summer yet. I want to save that one for the actual first day of summer. And we don't have any plans to barbecue or anything, but I don't know. I just feel like I might use that sun one because I used up the ones here, and I don't have another one here. Could I use any other of these? So it's not raining. I might use a little rainbow, though. That might be cute. But for the most part, yeah, I was going to use these and maybe brighten it up a little bit. Or just kind of go moody blue, because I also have these. I want to use this, I think, in my business planner. So there's like a little blue here. I might just keep it like moody blue, too. So we'll see how I feel. And we have like a really busy Wednesday coming up. Oh, I actually just canceled this. yeah, I was going to go to the chiropractor, but I'm able to now kind of stretch out my appointments. I might go the following week, so it's every 3 weeks instead of every 2. Yeah. Some news about the Ridwell pickup I have scheduled here is for towels and linens. And for the past couple of weeks, I've been meaning to get under the bed and go through all that stuff. Well, a couple days ago, I was able to do that. I was trying to, my goal was just to go through a couple and just like the sheets. And so I did. And then I'm like, oh, I can pull these all out. Like, that's the thing about making goals and plans, is like, make it for an easy entry. And if you judge during that time, like you have more time or you have flexibility in that, then you can do more. Like, just kind of see how your body feels in that moment. And yeah, I decided to get it all out and go through, like, I've gone through a lot of things, so I didn't have to do too much, but there were definitely some queen sheet sets that we didn't need anymore. And I thought Ridwell could take them because they're like towels and linens. And then I read a little closer and it's twin and full size. They will take queens in their threads, which is just any kind of threads. And so I got that ready. But then I realized, like, for this event right here that I was planning on, because they kind of do this like once a year or every 6 months. So you kind of have to catch them. And I realized I really didn't have anything for, because I went through the towels, I went through other things, and we didn't have anything to get rid of. So I liked having this as a goal of like, okay, I need to go through those things. And I did have stuff to get rid of, but then I realized for this specific goal, I couldn't complete it because I didn't have anything for it. So I could have done this at any time, but sometimes you need that external kind of motivation. And I talked all about this in my podcast this last week about external productivity blocks. And it's a longer episode. It's like 20 minutes, but it really talks about this of like having something outside of yourself to hold you accountable can really motivate you. And then you find like maybe those qualifications don't fit, but it gets it done anyway. So yeah, I found some extra space under there and was able to, put away all of our winter jackets. I just have like a bunch of zip up like containers. They're the soft ones. And it was just really nice to kind of go through all those. And I might be getting some of those out because there's like guest pillows and stuff there that I think my mom's going to have to use for tonight. Yeah, this is a Friday evening and they can't come back till Monday. So happy Mother's Day. So going over this last week, I did love the pink. It was kind of cheerful to open this up. And I still love how these got a little like from light to dark right here. This color really pops and I like that. But yeah, I liked this, but I had a lot of things to do. I usually do this. It's very front loaded in the week. And then there's still a lot of like things to kind of do. I just did this because did a little refresher on the bathroom. And there's some video things I want to do this weekend. There's kind of a deadline around that. My husband's doing laundry today, so I will do a little bit. Actually, I don't know if I need to. He's doing some of our stuff. So this is kind of a question mark here. And then I was getting a card together for my mom, which I can still do while she's here. There's just kind of a small pile of things I was going to give her, but it's not like anything big surprise for Mother's Day. So, and we're just kind of piecing together dinner tonight. I don't know what that's going to look like. Yeah, the other big thing that I was doing at the beginning of the week was that because our benefits are coming in to an end with the Disney stuff, we needed to empty out our HRA account, which is just all of our health reimbursement stuff. And I have to say, it is at 56 cents. So that was my accomplishment. I had a lot of like $40 copays that I was able to get chunks of it. all stuff we've already paid for. And so now we're just kind of tucking that away into our health. It's a savings account called health, but it's not a health savings account. It's just our private savings account. And I was like, okay, there's $12.66, somewhere around in there, $12 and some odd cents left. How do I get those? And I had enough little Lego blocks of prescription costs. There was like a $4 one, a $3.04 one, and a $2.41 one. So I put those all together and knocked it down to 56 cents. And I feel really good about that because it's a lot of like you submit and then you wait and then they'll release it and deposit it. So that is completely done. And that was something that's kind of been like because we did that, that was able to pay for the ER bill. So if you're new here, I had an ER bill from February I was going back and forth on. It looks like that's finally settled because there's nothing showing up in my billing account anymore there. And they had just been like hanging on, saying it was pending. And I think someone just forgot to do something on that account. And my copay that's like $200 kicked it into like, oh, okay, we can close this. As far as I can tell, that's what's going on. Yeah, so it kind of feels nice to have like all that behind me for us as a family. There's still like some ongoing things trickling through, but for the most part, it's like, you know, my husband's still having some dental things done. We're trying to wrap that up. I don't know. I'm really hoping that he just needs an implant done after one more quick cleaning. He had an extraction, and so it's like he just needs an implant, and we're gonna see if we can squeeze that in. So crossing fingers. That's kind of the last big thing right now. I did share my health planner in a previous video to this, and it's very like practical. There's nothing fancy about it. I did kind of think of a couple new ways of using it while I was in the video, so if you want to watch that, I was like, oh, I could put this here. So yeah, I may be kind of revising that and maybe making it prettier with using a pen. Everything's in pencil right now because I don't know. It's very like, what do I want to track here? But yeah, it feels good to kind of have that like going and having like a reliable spot to put that all in and not have it here, because I want to share stuff here, but all the medical stuff, it's really important to see the patterns of things. So I'm going to check this off. Content right now is filming, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I have my work planner. I'm going to film right after this, and then I'm done with content for the week, because that was a lot. The podcast I had to release a day late because I had to super edit it. That was another thing, and I'm noticing it a little bit today, but it's better, is that my enunciation is kind of off. Like when I was trying to record that, I don't know if part of it was stress induced or I was super tired. I was mispronouncing a lot of words, and I want to show my mistakes too. Like that's why I leave in all the ums and uhs, and it's usually I just record them in one take, but there was a lot of like trip ups, and I think a big portion of that was lack of sleep. There's been some, there was a night where, yeah, it was basically this night that my son got sick, and so he stayed home from school on Wednesday, and he was up a couple times, and it's just like, you know, trying to be with him and take care of him, and then trying to get your own sleep, and then allergies are getting really bad. So my throat's actually, like, my voice is kind of scratchy right now because of that. And that's just how it is. I want to show up. That's with all of that. That's just how it is. Yeah. So like momentum on quite a few things, and feeling pretty good. There was a lot of kind of like emails and things at the beginning of the week, and kind of a quieter end. And some exciting news today. I can't really share yet about job opportunities, but we don't know. We don't know how that's going to turn out. But exciting. We are excited. So that's something. I'm going to light this since I'm kind of done talking about how this last week went. And yeah, I have a link for this. Prosperity is the theme of the month. Taurus season. And whew. And yeah, it's supposed to be 71 today, 76, and then 87 through the weekend here. So we will see. I kind of put all the temps up here, and I kind of like that. I like that it was more like task oriented down here. So speaking of, I did go through this and relax. I didn't, this wasn't quite on the radar this week. Ooh, I have not started my new med. I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to wait. There's something telling me not quite yet because I don't know. We'll see if next week, but I may wait. If there is a big move coming up in June here, I may wait till after that because I really don't want to try to be packing and like having horrible symptoms. Like that's going to be super hard on my body. And this is not something where I have to get on it right away. This is just like the next step that they want to try. So yeah, so I'm going to push that forward. I'm going to evaluate this next week and then we're going to see if, yeah, indeed that's what's going to happen. So, whew. Sleep was not great, but I did recover. Like last night, solid night's sleep. So tracking it. So what is the goal? To achieve it or to track it? Like I can't control when I have a bad night. I can only try to do better. And that's, to me, a success of like, and that's what I was talking to my son about. Like, for him too, I think he's kind of anxious about the end of the school year, and he finally got through all of his testing. I think he was anxious about that. And yeah, he wasn't sleeping well either. But what I asked today was, do you feel better today? And that was the key thing. So, and I drank a ton of water yesterday. Kind of like iffy. As I mentioned before, it's kind of hard for me to drink water when I'm stressed. It's like precisely when you should drink more, but it's like this tension I hold in my jaw and my throat, and it's just hard to go, okay, I'm gonna chug a bunch of water right now. We have been using the pantry. There was actually a couple bottles we went through, and another one this weekend of just stuff in our pantry that's like those marinades that just are like, oh, I could use this for an entire meal. So it's something that we're pulling out and we're using. And if we are moving, it's probably going to be a very big priority over the next month or so here to just really dig into that pantry and use more up. So I'm going to, I think, jump to this and then do stickers and stuff. So focus is on sleep still. Always water. I'm seeing my primary care physician this next week, and then I'm going to say I'm going to ask her about the med as well, because it's a pretty important med, but it's also pretty serious, and so we'll see. We'll see. So I also want to put HRA here, and then we did our savings for the week. Let me get these out. Yeah, I did add a couple things here. And then I thought there was something else I added. Oh, I think I'm thinking of monthly. I did add this. because I had an appointment here that I called doctor here. I should say PCP because they're all doctors. And there was a chiro in there. Yeah, you're allowed to go back to your goals and modify them. Let's see if I can get this off. Oh, I meant to clean this up. There was a night where I was like, oh, I have a little time. I should clean my markers because they're getting to the point where I'm like grabbing and getting ink on me. So they're just messy markers to begin with. So I don't think this was a good goal for me. I am really loving a lot of shows right now. So Ted Lasso, just great. Again, I'm still completely surprised that I love that show so much, but I love that show so much. Because I don't do sports of any kind, but it's not about the sports at all. It's just about friendships and some relationships, but really like friendships. And I love that. What else? I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering. I did hear from a few of you that you guys play too, so it was kind of cool to connect with a couple people out there doing that. What else? Check these off. So we will have, so when I say spreadsheets, it's just balancing all the spreadsheet stuff. So I'm caught up with that. I do want to, all the therapy appointments are starting to blend together. So I'm going to put therapy copays to try to stay on top. And the HRA is all done. So it's mainly savings. Anything else financial? I think that's it. Those are the two primary things. I'm doing this right now. The videos will be done by then. So it's really back to focusing. And so the one thing, yeah, I did do some work on the website. I did a bunch of wireframes, which look like, let's see. Well, it's transferring some wireframes. So in my business, maybe I'll cover this more in business. Now on some of the pages I didn't use, I do this as a web designer. This is what I would do. And then I fill in like what the content is going to be on. These are the main pages. These are optional pages. We'll see. But I had this previously from like a year ago in a different, what's it called? Notebook. And it was for my old website. And now I'm redoing it for this one. And it may not look, you may look at it and go, wow, you are still very beginner on that. But for me, I know a lot more than what's on there. So for me, it's actually like, I know all the sections. It's just where to place them. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. This I want to do this weekend. So I'm just going to put, oh, I did have to call about therapy and make sure that our insurance was covering my sons. And then they are all started processing through. So that was the key thing. I had to call and make sure, because they were all stuck and they're like, oh, these are just, no one sent these off. And I'm like, okay, can you please send those off now? Because we would like to get those covered. So Ridwell is ready. So we're going to put Ridwell out. No, that's kind of already done. So I'm not sure. This may be kind of like cleanup from my mom staying here all weekend. She brings her dog, so I think it's going to be kind of like a reset, and then anything in the garage to donate. We have like a small, probably like a back of a car type load So it's not that much. So, and then here I will put the pantry type things. So that's food planning. I put it under personal, although that you would think it would go here. No, it's under planning because I'm not cleaning out the pantry. It's not to that point yet. It'll be really interesting if we move here to put plans together for packing up. That's the part that will be interesting. So my wins, like I haven't written this out yet, but like wins for the week, definitely the HRA. What else? Some opportunities for my husband. Oh, my son had a great time on his field trip. He did have to leave early because of proximity. So when it's proximity to other people, he can't be in like tight quarters. And we respect that. So thank goodness my mom was there. And because I can't really go into the schools. Pod. Yeah, it'll be kind of a normal week next week. I did an extra video this week, but I can't do that every week. So yeah, it like we saw that she was, because we were stalking her. We were watching where her location was just to see, and at least I was. And we saw her leaving early and we're like, oh, what happened? And we thought, uh-oh, maybe the whole thing went kind of sour, but no, he was there for a good part of it. And then when they squished in and he was like, no, I think I'm done, she brought him home, and that's all we could ask for. So there is going to be some flow into this appointment and flow into the website. So this is where I'm focusing my energy next week. And that's my spirituality. I've talked about this before, so sorry if you're new. I'm a little tired today, and okay, I will just say this. My spirituality is pulling cards once a week, and I'm about to do that, and focusing my energy on things. So let's go here and pull a card and then get this all finished up. And if you are new to me pulling cards, I pull one a week from this deck. I absolutely love it. Yeah, see, it's kind of hard for me to talk. And yeah, I don't know if I want to count that. Usually if a card jumps out at me, I just go ahead and take it, and that's the one that jumped out. 6 of Needles. Let's see. I don't know if I've ever gotten that card. I don't remember this one. Time to move forward and leave your past baggage behind. Does that mean we're moving? Does that mean we're moving? That's a little eerie. Yeah, I was just looking at plane flights. I don't know. 6 of Needles. It is a lot of planning. It's a lot of thought process, which Needles is like mind and air. That's what she says here. It's definitely a lot of like thinking, a lot of planning. Time to move forward and leave past baggage behind, and leave past behind. Let me check on my mom real quick. Let's see. Just want to send a message to my husband to expect that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that is... Okay, that has me thinking. That really has me thinking because... I mean, there's a literal house here. There is flying. Well, it feels like flying, right? These needles look like, you know, saying goodbye. So, and that's what we're looking at. It may be that we're moving out of state and flying to our next destination, which is really exciting. It's a lot of work. So, what is this kind of ghosting here? Let's see. Is it pencil? It's pencil related. So, let's get that. Try to get some of that out of there. Okay. I don't have a line drawn. That's what I'm missing. Usually, yeah, I draw in the lines a little later. I had put in, all I had put in so far was the time strips. And so usually I go through and just put little pencil lines here. Yeah, it's just like a smidge too short there. So, but this side is fine. Sometimes I can line it up just enough on the other side that it will go straight across. There we go. Okay, now I feel like I can put these in. So yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. This time of year, we do have to make it to the end of the school year here. And we run really late. Actually, this is a little crooked, so I'm actually going to go over. The edge of this washi was kind of diagonal. So, yeah, we're going to have cool thoughts with this navy. And then we're going to see how much sunshine we're getting. Ooh, that got a little. Let's see. Yeah, that works. That works. I'm trying to think what else there is to talk about. I was going to, on the business planner, just talk a little bit more about regular business stuff. And it ended up kind of doing the diagonal that was there. That's okay. That's funny. Okay, let's see. These have bunnies, and I want to make sure the bunnies are right side up, and they are. There we go. Just some cute bunnies. Because they're happy, and they're bouncing around. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I did get my hands on some lilacs. That was my absolute favorite. I did look at getting lilac stickers or washi of some kind, and I didn't see much out there. There was like one set, and I would not have gotten it in time. But I currently have a bunch of lilacs right by my bedside, and they've been heavenly. Oh my goodness. It's just... when I go over and I smell them, I'm like, this is just so temporary. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Yeah. We can enjoy temporary things. So, shows. So yeah, Ted Lasso. I also watched Somebody Somewhere. It's with Bridget. Oh, what's her last name? It's about, she kind of, the series is based off of her real life living in Kansas. And it's one of those kind of like funny, it's funny at times, but there's some drama there. And I love those kind of heartfelt series. And I really do love her. So she can get a little, she loves like cabaret kind of like singing stuff. And so she has a whole side that is kind of raunchy humor. So if you don't like that, that's, you know, that's okay. That's your jam. But yeah, it's just so good. What else? Oh, I got the last couple days. I didn't think I'd like this series as much as I did, which is, it's called The Other Two. I think it's called The Other Two, not The Others. The Other Two, which is, it has Molly Shannon as the mom, but there's these two, she has 3 kids. Her youngest makes it as like this pop star. And then the other 2 who are older are really struggling in the business. And it is hilarious. Again, it's kind of, it's on HBO. Actually, the last 2, yeah, Somebody Somewhere and the other 2 are both on HBO. And yeah, they're just doing some fun things. Just watching some fun things. So I'm going to put my doctor, which is actually, I have to be there at 10:15. So I'm just going to put PCP. And then actually, I had this a little mixed up. I checked my schedule right before I started this. And I think, I thought my husband had his appointment before mine, and it's actually after. So, like when I get back, I want to know, like, is he going to be at his appointment or not? So he's going to be, we'll probably miss each other. Kind of shuttling back and forth there. And then, oh, there's a movie night at the school, but I don't think we're going to be doing that. I think, well, that makes it feel a lot more open. So this was a possible testing day, and I think I'm going to, he finished them all. So I'm going to take this off. This was kind of like a makeup day. But as far as I know, he's all good. So we're going to take that off. I'm going to stick that there. So I need to have things like, if it's not happening, I need it off of there, because now I can like just go, okay, this is the week. These are the days to focus on. There's nothing like up here. And I have my work, you know, quick things there. We're going, we're moving. Let's see, where are my dots? So I have these dots, and I think if I select kind of in this area, then they'll kind of match. So let's see if I can do that here, and then I'll put some fun stickers on. So sometimes I put the fun ones first, sometimes I don't. It all depends. But yeah, then I think we're about wrapped up. I think sometimes I do 4, sometimes I do 5. But then I like to kind of write in things at the end of the week that I feel really proud of accomplishing as well. So there's that. So I'm kind of looking at like this. Actually, there is some yellow in here. I could use this to kind of stay more on theme. Or if I'm in a mood of doing something bright, do I still want to put that sun? You know what? I've changed my mind a little bit. I think I want to put this for some yellow pop. Let's see. So kind of have that sun feel. I still want to like, but I just looked at this little flower here, to me looks kind of like the sun. And I want to save the other sun for later. So I know it's going to be hot like here. And I'm just thinking about, we might have some ice cream. It might be an ice cream week. I don't want to put it there though. Let's see. Like in here. I think it's more towards Sunday and Monday, but it's still going to be like hot throughout the week. So I'm just going to put some, they're almost like little marigolds. Kind of put them throughout here. It's kind of like that spring, summer, right? Those little pops there. And I know this isn't as bright, but I don't know. I'm the one that has to look at this all week, right? And there are some asters, I think, blooming in our front yard. So I kind of want to put that. Where do I want to put that? Here? Yeah, why not? Bubbles, flags. It's not quite cherry time. It's not quite strawberry time. But I think I'll use this little guy here too. Like right there. Actually, this one, I'm wondering, very much reminds me of Mother's Day. I'm going to go back. I think I want to put this here. I'm just going to do that. That's pretty cheery for that. You're allowed to go back to your past spreads and put things on, right? So, do I want any sunglasses? Yeah, I'm not quite ready. Now these fish here remind me of Nemo. I might grab a fish. I might just grab a little fish here and just kind of remind myself that if I watch, or like Moana, or I'm trying to think what other, it doesn't have to be an animated movie, but just something that's kind of water based here. Bulbs are definitely pretty much in full swing. They're kind of dying out a little bit, so I think I might leave those. And it's not going to rain. Is there anything else? Something in here? Maybe these daffodils, this past daffodil season. Is this enough? Do I have enough? Do I want any little fun critters here? I did see a hummingbird. I do want to put that down. Actually, I think I'll do this. Hummingbird going to the flower. Well, I know it's past daffodil season, but I think this will kind of brighten it up. And I think I'll put it here. Here? Yeah. There. Just a little bit more. And I just heard my mom come in and my son squeal. So let's see, what is the focus this next week? It's going to be website, progress on that. And I know that's like a business plan in my personal planner, but it does kind of help to have that on the forefront. Okay, let's do down here. Sleep. Water. I could put pantry, you know, like, but I don't know if we need to do it every day. That's more like once a week when I do like food planning. It's like looking at the pantry and then seeing what we can use. So I think I want to put, see, a lot of these things are like one-offs. So And I forget. What did I have last week? Okay, homework. Homework's been going really well. But it's kind of nice to track because I really have to like support him through it. And the under the bed is already done, so I don't have to do that. Videos, there might be just a few more. So that is a nice thing to track there. And then website. So I did do those wireframes one day, so it's not like I didn't do any work. So that was like early in the week. It's so hard because I want it to be a tangible thing. I want to say like, okay, this page is posted or this page is updated, or like, it's hard when it's all the behind the scenes work. And I would do the same with my clients of like, well, I know you can't see anything yet, but this is what I've been working on. So I do plants on Monday. I do record my podcast on Tuesday. Food planning. And then, not sure here, but then I do recording on Fridays. Yep, I hear my mom's dog in her. So, let's see. Oh, my husband and my son are getting her all settled in. They knew she was coming. So, do I want to put a color here? And it would be the health one. So it would be blue. Did I write it myself? No. Okay. So I go from this side to try to get it kind of like that. And I'm noticing this blue will go really well with, oh, where'd they go? I buried them. These stickers. So here it's kind of like this lighter blue. And so I think these might be next time. I think it'd be really cool to do kind of almost Mediterranean, just kind of Florida. Is there Florida? I think of the Vespas and the lemons and like kind of southern, has a southern feel to it. Southern US feel. Or Mediterranean. It's definitely a whole lot warmer than what it is here in the Pacific Northwest because we can't grow lemons here. So what's going to be published, let's see if I keep this in frame. My podcast goes out here, and then my plan with me, and then the biz plan with me is here. Let's see. What else? Oh, hours for my son. Let's put those in real quick, and I think that might be about it. Oh, my little marks are just all over the place because I'm excited to go hang out with my family. Okay. Let's put these, I'll use this one. Oh, we have a new moon coming up. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, between my mom's plumbing, job searching, I don't know, it's quite a lot. And then business to-dos. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. That'll be for the week. I kind of feel, yeah, it kind of has this cooling feeling that it's going to be a hot week. Oh, could I put any, well, it's 74 out right now. Let's see. So, excuse me, we're going to have, oh, should I put them here? Because we don't have anything there? I think so. So currently it's supposed to be Actually, I think I'm going to bring up a different website to see the whole week. And I know these change. So if we go here, and then go for today, 78, monthly. They don't have weekly. They have today, hourly, daily, monthly. Okay. So 78.81. Yeah, they have a Sunday start on this, so I have to be careful. So this will be 81.59. 76.56. 76.58. What's that? That's a Wednesday. That's a Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. I'm so used to Monday starts now. 77.55. Yeah, high 70s is nice. Yeah, and then it gets a little cloudy. So 73. And we'll see how close these end up being. And then 70.53. And 69.52. Yeah. Thank goodness for, let's get the video back on the screen. There we go. Thank goodness for erasable pen. Okay, I think that's going to be it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this, please like it on the way out. If you enjoyed this, if you enjoy these experiences, if you do not enjoy this, please feel free to unsubscribe. It's not something I want you to suffer through ever. The people here want to be here. They enjoy the planning, the thought process. Yeah, I have a lot of more room this week, I think, compared to last week. Well, there was just a lot of just kind of admin stuff. So I'm hoping, yeah, a lot of that's kind of being taken care of. But hey, if you're moving, it's a whole different project coming up. So wish us luck. And I'm sure this will fill up as it all progresses. I think I will put PCP here and then pills. It's a big question mark, is like, I'm just getting other people's opinions on if I should start those or not. So I see this whole week as like trying to figure that out. And then therapy, just tracking the therapy copays. Sorry, these are kind of in my head. I'm just trying to capture them as Okay, I think I'll leave it at that because there's usually something that kind of pops up. So, as I was saying, subscribe if you want to stick around. I have these come out on Sunday. I have my business ones come out on Monday. And then sometimes a miscellaneous one coming out on Friday. My podcast comes out on Wednesdays. And yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll link to last week's. So last week's was external, like external ways to break through your productivity blocks. So if something you feel stuck in something, these are some ways to look externally. This one that I'm going to be recording this week is internal blocks, of kind of like self-examining. What can you do to question what possibly is getting in the way of getting things that you really want to get done. Like I'm looking at website. What is keeping me from doing that? That is definitely something I will talk about on my business planning one. So that's it. Take care. Enjoy. Have a good week. Stay cool if it's hot where you are, and stay warm if it's too cold where you are. Take care, everyone. Bye.